Good evening, Professor and classmates. My name is Alvin Lamont Gudger II, and today I will be talking to you about the causes and the effects of light pollution. Now, when most people think about pollution in general, they always think about air, water, land pollution that is mainly caused by trash, cars, fires, people. But another form of pollution is light pollution. Now, my central thesis is light pollution is the overusage of artificial light and it is harming the environment while hiding the night sky. Now, what is light pollution? Light pollution is excessive and inappropriate use of artificial light. Just like any other form of pollution, light pollution comes with environmental consequences, which includes serious issues for the human race, wildlife, and the climate. Artificial light has become part of light pollution so much until it has interfered with the natural landscape in the sky. Particles in the atmosphere responsible for air pollution accelerate light pollution by increasing the amount of light scattered. Lehan, Lennonhan 2016. According to the American Conservatory, it is estimated that more than 4 million migratory birds perish each year in the United States by colliding with brightly illuminated towers and buildings. Now, the components of light pollution that is stated on darksky.org are glare, excessive brightness that causes visual discomfort, sky glow, brightness of the night sky over inhabited areas, light trespass, light falling where it is not intended or needed, clutter, bright confusing and excessive grouping of light sources in certain areas. Now, this type of pollution affects plants and animals. When the nightlight hits sea turtles, it disorients their hatchling process. It also affects migrating birds, causing them to crash into buildings. Now, birds use the light from the stars and the moon to navigate through the air, but because of artificial light in the sky, it puts a glare and they get disorientated and they have a hard difficulty time flying. Now, some ways to fix the problem of light pollution is to cut back on excessive light materials like security lights or like Christmas lights, you know what I'm saying? Now, it helps to reflect security lights down towards the ground instead of up towards the sky because that can help the light pollution. Or you could just get a low wattage light bulb or a warm white light with a low blue light bulb. But it can also help to be a spokesperson. Let your family and friends know how much light pollution gets started and how it can affect them so they can reduce lighting around their homes. Now, if we can reduce the lighting around our homes just a little bit, just by calling, just telling our neighbors, like, hey, just cut down on the lights, you know, we would be able to we would be able to decompress the glare that's in the sky that's keeping us from watching the stars. If you don't start to reduce spread of artificial light, the birds will continue to have disoriented flight patterns. The turtle hatchling problems will continue, and bird immigration will continue on. And we won't have clear night skies of stars and moons to look at to enjoy with our significant other. Now, the cheapest and easiest way to reduce light pollution is to be cognizant of the lights you keep up on at night. If you have lights on in your house, just close the shades to keep the lights from seeping into the dark. Encourage 4 people to do this as well. Now, this, if you can convince 4 people, then they can convince 4 people, and then we will have a chain of reducing the spread of artificial light. When shopping for lighting purchases, always purchase International Dark Sky Associated products. Their products are healthier for the night sky, so it prevents glaring, light trespass, all that type of thing. Now, today we learned the importance of light pollution and the effects that it can have on the environment in the dark nightscape. Society thinks that when you have things that are brighter, it can be seen more visibly and it will get things done and it will be better. But what people don't know is that it is very dangerous to have these lights on all the time. And to have them as bright as they can be, they can cause more harm than help. Please reduce the spread of artificial light. Thank you.